Let me tell you where you can get the #1 beats for your vocals. $8beats.com. Okay, just wanna highlight one or two of these. Let's go. Let's check them out. Single again. This joint I'm about to play. This joint hot like sizzle. Just call your boy. We gotta work. Jhené Aiko.
You need to stay out of my way.
Vocals. Shit. Summer Walker. Danny Lee. Same. Like a Sunday. Bro, stop. Nah. Give me a wave, bro. You are the worst. These singing R&B artists will kill this track. If this content benefits you in any manner, and you would like to grow in the music industry, subscribe, okay? Do it for your boy, sir. Let's go. So, you say you need singing beats? That's how they do. So I can. Yes. My daughter, she can sing and stuff. She can dance. She be writing songs and singing while she getting all up on my nerves. Do you have any beats for singers? Really? I'm just saying. All I see is hibbity hot beats for them rappers. Can you please make some sauce for the singers too? Already did. You know I'm grown, and I wanna sing about my boyfriend. Singing beats. Wow. R&B mug? So, iconic. Do you have any beats for singers?
Hey, bro, come on.
I done told you. Frustrating. Why would you say that to me?
Come on, man.
Look, I got beats for everybody. Okay? We not gonna leave the singers out. Playing something in 1 minute. Actually, glad you asked me. R&B is a specialty. I mean, it's singing and music instruments. You can hear it down in the soul music.
I'm always looking for lust when I'm wine drunk and faded. Looking for love, I think we should make it. 'Cause I've been feeling lonely.
You feel that right here. Hey, so back in the day, R&B soul songs was made with orchestras and full bands, like Motown and the Funk Brothers. You got real guitars, real piano, real drummers, real bass guitars, what they sample, and that just made crazy, baby, crazy, dope, melodic instrumentation for singers. Learning you something to hop on a record and create some of the dopest music we ever heard this generation. I ain't gonna leave you hanging. I'm a player.
You ain't no player.
What? I'm a player. Where you going with this? A player. Come on, piano. Get your head out the gutter. We got music to do. Interesting. Tell me. Hey, them real singers with that good vocal. I want y'all to know the world needs y'all now. It's real. More than ever. Let's level the playing field with the rappers. You got so many rappers and few singers. So, singers, without further ado, let me tell you where you can get a #1 beats for your vocals. Yes. Bruh. Okay, man. Look, the fact is, $8beats.com has so much music. That's not a question. So much music. You have to actually scroll. You have to listen to these and scroll and see which one fits you best. I want to speak to you. There is the R&B section that got some crazy joints. Breathe. Like this one. Single again. Iconic, is you single? You own one. Baby, just focus on the song. Wow. Get all off my stripes. Going again. Get off my stripes. Come back. Okay. Single again. This joint, finally. Just to give you an example on what's on this daggone website. I'm sorry, y'all. He finally getting to it. Bangers. You hear that? It's not regular. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. I know if I was an R&B singer, I need one of these. For sure. Gotta break it down. Open it up a little bit for the vocals. Telling you now your track gotta be kinda simple, or they can't sing on top of it. Can't be too busy, but it still gotta feel good. Game. Feel me? Yeah. Break it down then. It's a pre-chorus. Vocals can really open up. You'll see how the beat dropped out. Tell me, SZA, call your boy. Danny Lee, Summer Walker, Ariana Grande, maybe. Hey, it is hard though. Hey, there's so many beats on this site. Jhené Aiko, R&B, $8 beat style. Sounds expensive, dude. Singers will eat this R&B joint up. Haters gonna call it mid. And only, I ain't gonna even tell you the price, cause I'm not trying to sell you. I'm not trying to sell it to you. But I am trying to educate you and inform you on a new movement where singers can get these beats. It just got real for y'all. This will benefit you. Beats for singers. Bro, why you snapping like that? No, for real. Act right, my boy. Yes, sir. Yeah. Hit him with the 1, 2, yeah, swag, yeah. You get the picture. So where would I get my R&B tracks? Okay, I'm not being biased. Pen and paper out. 2 places. First of all, BeatStars.com does not pay me. We're there too. I am not an affiliate. True. I'm being real with you. As a singer, where to get these tracks? BeatStars.com. That's the first place. It's a huge selection. Type in your artist, type beats, SZA, type beats, Ariana Grande, type beats. You feel me? That's a bonus place in no particular order. Let me interrupt this program and say $8 Beats is on BeatStars as well. Place 2. Iconic website. Again, that place is $8beats.com. You hear me now? I can't say that they don't pay me, but I can say this, that I'm being real with you. It's fire on that website. That website was designed and created for the average person who does not have major label funding and looking out tens of thousands of dollars to complete their dreams with a single, an EP, or an album. That's why we created $8 Beats and put fire beats for rappers and beats for songwriters. It's the #1 place to get those #1 beats. Some radio, on television, and winning Billboard Awards, future Grammys on $8beats.com. Tell me, my boy, tell me, yo, future track is not worth $8. Yeah, right. Tell me, just try it. Yo, we got your back. You a singer, you a songwriter. I just gave you a game. Thank you, bruh. On where to get your next hits. Yes, sir.